Hello, welcome to another edition of Business Weekly on City TV. My name is Pius Amihere Eduku. Coming up in this edition, Ghana COCOBOD secures $1.3 billion for cocoa beans purchases for 2017-18 crop season. Also, fuel prices increased by as much as 7% in the second pricing window in September this year. We have details of these plus other top business stories coming up in this edition. Let's begin from the cocoa sector because Ghana COCOBOD has secured $1.3 billion for cocoa beans purchases for the 2017-18 crop season. Now, the interest on the loan is 0.65% plus LIBOR rate. Explaining the reason for the reduced loan for this year, the CEO of COCOBOD, Mr. Joseph Amihere Eduku, said the declining global prices of cocoa warranted them to reduce the price to $1.3 billion. Let's take you to the petroleum sector because prices of fuel products have gone up by at least 7% in the second pricing window of September this year. Now, checks by City Business News as some major oil marketing companies have shown that a litre of petrol and diesel have gone up to 4 cedis 46 pesos and 4 cedis 33 pesos respectively. Now, the Institute of Energy Security (IAS) explains that the recent impact of the US storms led to a shortfall in production plus a marginal depreciation of the cedi has affected the production levels, hence the increase in the prices. In a related development, checks by City Business News have also shown that prices of fuel products have gone up by about 3% on the average between January and July this year. Let's take you to the banking sector, and at least 25 banks in the country would have to race against time if they are to meet the new minimum capital requirements set by the Bank of Ghana. According to a credit consultant, Mr. Emmanuel Akron, these banks would have to also develop a clear plan regarding the 45-day ultimatum following the announcement by the central bank. Commercial banks have up until the end of next year, 2018, to meet the 400 million cedis capital requirement. Now, in a related development, the head of banking supervision at the central bank, Mr. Raymond Amanfo, tells Business Weekly the central bank will not allow commercial banks to tap into their 2017 first half performance in order to meet the new capital requirement. This comes despite appeals by the commercial banks to be permitted to do so. Let's still stay in the banking industry because there is mixed expectations from industry regarding the policy rate to be announced as the Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana commences its meeting on Friday. Now, the policy rate is the primary rate at which commercial banks borrow from the Bank of Ghana for onward lending to their respective customers. Now, commenting ahead of the MPC meeting, economist Dr. Eric Osei Asebe told Business Weekly that maintaining the rate at 21% to be prudent, considering the rise in prices of goods and services as well as a marginal depreciation of the local currency. But the MD of Zenith Bank, Mr. Henry Oro, is optimistic that a reduction will be prudent for banks. In our final story, government has announced an ambitious plan to list majority of state-owned enterprises, that is SOEs, on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who disclosed this, said this will also address the fundamental issues confronting some of these state-owned institutions. Now, according to research, the underperformance of the SOEs has led to a drastic reduction from over 300 in the 1980s to 86 presently. Dr. Baumia is optimistic of an economic turnaround when this move is successful. And that is it for this week's edition of Business Weekly on City TV. My name is Pius Amihere Eduku. For more business stories, visit citybusinessnews.com and see you next week.